Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
I'm really liking this now.
I think we're right. I think this is going to be like a large information dump season.
Yeah. More like a history lesson, almost.
Pretty much.
Which would be great.
But like diving into also like, because it's been diving like pretty deep into people's past even too. Like Erwin is telling us like his story growing up, which was awful.
Yeah. How his dad was...
Pretty much because of him. He was murdered.
Yeah.
Because he was, like he said, he wasn't smart enough to realize he shouldn't tell anybody.
Like, obviously, if he didn't tell me then, like in front of the class, he's purposely telling me.
Right. Which is why he's so smart now.
Well, yeah.
He's thinking so far in advance, because last time he didn't, he got his father killed.
Right.
That's crazy. And now he's in prison, right? Ultimately, more than likely.
Seems like they're arresting him, yeah.
At least going to trial. But I doubt it. They don't seem like they're, like, just.
Well, yeah, he might go to trial, but he's probably not going to win,
No.
That's why I kept saying I'm, like, getting nervous with this situation. Like, is he going to end up being a martyr and, like, he'll, like, on his last day in trial, like, he'll, like, give a big speech about, like, what he really thinks is going on? Like,
I don't think so.
And he told Hanji she's basically in charge now.
Yeah, he knows what's up. I'm convinced this is part of his plan.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what I'm saying. Could it be to be a martyr?
Right, for now, and then he's going to get everybody in, because he said, like, his plan entails nobody has to die at all. Unless they don't do it properly, then all of the scouts get hung.
Yeah. Well, that's very black and blue of it. Or black and white.
And then, what do you think's going on at the end? You think I'm assuming those are the military police.
What?
Getting close. How the show ended when they're in the woods.
No, I thought they had scout uniforms on.
It seemed like it, but I also don't think that they're going to be like hunting them. I think they're going to end up being like a team. Yeah.
The way they build it up makes it seem like it's going to be like they're under attack, but in reality, it's going to come back in this one and be like, no, there's two guys you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That was cool that we found out about how intelligent Titans are made. Now it just adds so many more questions. Like, again, I think I mentioned in another episode, like, how was the first one made then?
Right.
Unless there is a workaround where, like, they can make them just smart.
Well, they have to be.
Obviously, Eren didn't eat anybody.
Right. He got eaten, actually, and then became one. I don't know if that works into it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, why didn't that one... why didn't that one become...
It's interesting, though, like he's the only one we've seen so far that's done that, like... Which is why I think he is special, because, like... He was the only one we've seen, like, literally get eaten as a normal human.
Yep.
Like, why didn't that happen?
That should have turned that other Titan intelligent, right?
Yes.
And gave him Eren's powers.
Because that's what Ymir did. By that, that's what I...
Yeah. Actually, I completely forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Forgot he got eaten.
And he literally turned into a Titan inside the stomach.
Unless you have to, like, chew him up and eat him, like, you know what I mean? Like, and he just ate him whole.
I feel like they eat him whole a lot, though.
Yeah, I think so,
Maybe
too.
bite him in half, usually, that's it. And it makes sense, though, like you said, is there anything behind that where are the Titans actively... I think what the case is, they're actively hunting humans for that reason.
Because they don't know who's who.
But they're not doing it like... They're doing it subconsciously,
right.
almost.
It's just like they're programmed to do it.
Yeah. But they're also in, like, Lava Land at the same time.
Yeah. Right. Because it's not until they eat them that they revert back to a human, and I think then they start, like...
Right.
Remembering things at that point, so I think,
because that's what happened with Ymir, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's all, like, then that really adds a lot of questions about Eren. I guess there is a way...
And more questions about his dad. God damn it.
A lot more questions, yeah.
Think about how long it is since we've seen him.
First episode, right? And that's it?
And
then a flashback?
Yeah, which was like a newish scene when we saw it again. But not really, because we saw it a couple of times.
Right.
But yeah, pretty much since the first episode, more or less.
And I bet you he's like a super main character in the show.
Of course.
Or maybe not a main, but like...
Because why would he...
Super important.
Well, he has to be, because...
He knows everything.
Whatever's in the basement... Oh,
This show's crazy.
I guarantee you know damn well the basement's gonna be like the last arc of the last few episodes, like of the last season. You know,
Yeah, possibly.
like
Maybe the end of this season.
Maybe the end. I don't think so. I think this season's gonna be all about like what Erwin's plan is, figuring out all these small little details about like setting the stage essentially.
Yeah, but isn't the basement supposed to provide all the answers? So, like, if that's the case, there is a chance we get it.
Well, they are on the run now, so maybe that's where they have to flee and go and like regroup.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think the Erwin shit's gonna be bad because I think he's gonna end up being like a martyr thing where
might be
while they're out recovering, like getting numbers back and figuring shit out, he's gonna be the one that's like the face because he said I need to be the face of the scouts,
which means he's gonna be tortured. More than likely,
I would imagine,
for information. Yeah. You know what I mean? Although there'd be no reason that they would suspect. I guess they are, because he said they have the plan of their own. But like, why would they even suspect that he's trying to overthrow the government? But then again, like he said, these people don't even really think they're doing anything wrong because they've been programmed like this forever. They don't know the truth. They only know the truth that the king has told them.
Yeah, like those military police guys. Like they're so devoted to him,
right?
Because
they're not fully aware of what's happening, and they think like they think Erwin's trying to keep Eren so that he can attack them, which is crazy. Why would they think that?
Well,
I guess because they got
about it.
Titan fight in the middle.
Of course, they're gonna pick Erwin out because his main job is to figure out what's going on, and he's starting to dig his nose, and they're realizing he's sniffing a little close to home, you know, like so they're like, all right,
why don't you think Pixies is like being questioned though?
Well, I think they're just assuming that Erwin's doing this on his own because it's just the scouts doing it, you know. That's where he's in more of charge of like the police and that whole section, yeah. Well, yes, but like when Erwin's out doing his shit, he's just on his own, right? You know, more or less. He'll collaborate with Pixis, it seems like, but
yeah, it seems like only in private and only about like very important.
Pixis is definitely going to play a role here.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Let's find out.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. Oh, these two. Remember them?
Yeah.
調査兵団が民間人を殺して逃げ回ってるなんて彼らは人類のために自分の命を投げ打ってる。
This guy's always been questioning shit, you know?
そうだ声を出すなよそのままの姿勢で指示通りに動く
I was gonna say, when you have Mikasa and Levi in your group,
yeah, what are you gonna
I feel safe. Look at Armin. That's right. Remember Armin had like that realization, like
he killed somebody and now he's a badass.
I was just gonna say that. He's gonna be.
Said that taste of blood. Now he can't.
He's definitely gonna go overboard one too many times here on out. So he has to figure it out. Yeah.
そして我々にもその存在が隠されていたということは我々はあの銃口が向けられる対象外ではないということか
Those are the ones that Kenny the Ripper's group had?
Yeah. That was like Batman shit right there. Yeah, really. Not quite. Isn't it crazy that they don't know? Us too.
Yeah.
I believe this guy.
Yeah.
This is what he's been looking for. Mr. Boldcut. That's hilarious. Oh, is this? They're testing him. This is all, I think. This is how we can tell if he's telling the truth. Oh my god. Yeah.
お前の覚悟は証明できた。これならリヴァイ兵長も納得するはずだ。俺たちに力を貸してくれ。
That was
That
wonderful.
was good, yeah.
Why does that guy also look like Pixis a little? Like a
A
younger
little bit like his
Pixis.
son.
They just went and destroyed shit.
こいつには聞くことがある。移動するぞ。
Good. Just keep getting more information, you know? That's all you can do.
俺たちとは別の隊だがな。何にも教えてもらえな
I
かっ
think
た。
Hanji's having him do this.
Yeah.
ボンクラ息子は何にも。最後は豚らしくピーピーなんだよ。
These guys are about to get wrecked.
Hanji's so
I
crazy.
know. She's smart and badass.
調査兵団。なぜ
It's cool. It's like the military police versus the scouts kind of.
And they had everybody out there.
Yep. This is what they needed though to get the spread the word.
お前ら、俺にこんなことをしてただで済むと思うなよ。お前
Look how they're building themselves like a little
A little
rebel army.
Yep.
今日からフレゲル・リーブス。俺が帰った
This guy's whole demeanor just changed in a matter of seconds.
だから
He went from wimpy to badass real quick.
All because of Hanji.
Yeah.
就任おめでとう。じゃ、憲兵を頼んだよ。
Maybe they'll start publishing some real news.
Hopefully.
ケニー赤間はとても用心深い。
Who's that?
カマン。それがケニー。
Oh, it's Kenny the Ripper. Duh.
There's Levi at. Oh no, Mikasa's Ackerman, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Think he's gonna be related to Mikasa?
そこで調査兵団の解体とお前の処分が下される流れだ。ない
Yeah, there's no trial. It just goes right to them.
ビクシス司令にあることを委ねた。
Yeah, he knew all this was gonna happen.
ヒストリアレイスという名前は本人の自己申告。その一点
Yeah, see, I think they're on separate sides.
駅内の平和も守られる。永遠にな。
It's crazy how much bigger this thing is than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh yeah.
エルヴィン、最後に言い残したいことはあるか。
I hate this.
No way this is happening. This is all part of the plan, pal. Don't
Yeah.
get too nervous.
Part of the plan is he's gonna die.
He's not gonna die.
Telling you.
No. He's not gonna die. Pixis and whatever other plan he has going on is gonna
That's
come
true.
in and swoop him up at the last second and overthrow him. Or at least escape with him. Possibly not.
Yeah, there's no way they're overthrown. Not yet.
Nah, imagine.
That's like the whole
like
plot of the
4
story.
episodes into season 3.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking there at the end when they said something. Like, this whole thing, like, obviously they're keeping some secrets safe, like, but overall the main secret that they have is that they're keeping from everyone is the history of the walls.
And not letting anybody explore outside of the walls. Because that one guy built that flying thing and it, like, I guess he would have seen what was around.
That's right, because then in the end that's why they were pushing people off.
Right, and then maybe you'd see...
Well, no, it's to keep people from going outside of the walls.
Right.
It's like, well, we can't go out there. There's all those Titans out there. Obviously, because the government's been putting them out there.
Yeah, I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yep. Which means there's definitely civilizations of people that got away other places. No way everybody's in those walls.
Well, or they're all dead because it's just filled with Titans.
Or underground.
You know? We don't know how, like, the extent of...
I bet you the underground world is, like, big.
Well, not near the walls. Well,
Underneath the walls are full.
Well, yeah, but they're not, like, enormous.
I think they are.
I don't think they're quite as big as, like, the...
Not like the actual
Outside.
wall. Like, yeah, it's not like the whole... All 3 walls, I don't think. It could be, though.
Regardless, I don't know if them having, like... Why would the wall have been built in the first... Like, was this... Whoever built the wall, was that, like, on the part of the kings and, like, the corrupt guys? Like,
I think so.
They built the walls.
Yeah, and then that way they can control the knowledge of everybody in it.
So they just wanted to force people in here so they can control them and get, like, probably money from them and tax them and all
That's
this
what
shit.
I think, yeah.
And just, like...
Just control them. Like, you know what I mean? Have, like, your own... I don't know.
So were they the ones that created this
I
Titan
think
thing?
that's what it's leaning towards to me. Like, they create all these Titans to force majority of humanity into the walls.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
control them. And then I think something happened with those rogue ones, and that somebody got intelligent or somebody got a hold of the thing.
Okay, that's what I was thinking about before. I knew I forgot something. When Reiner says, "I want to take my homeland back," like, is he speaking in like general terms, like my family's land, like? Because he makes it seem like he's been there before, you know, like, and he lived through it. So maybe he is.
I'm really thinking he's very old. If Ymir's 60 plus.
Yeah, but I feel like we've seen him grow, like when he was a young kid with growing up in the cadets, and then he definitely did a little bit.
Maybe.
He wasn't like how could he have joined as a full-grown adult? Like,
I know, yeah. I don't know.
because I feel like he was.
But maybe
intentionally
once you
around
become
age.
like a Titan, maybe you don't. Well, no, they're all aging, so. I don't know, man.
Like I think we definitely have to, because we have to find out what happened right before these walls were built.
Right, what started this whole war?
Right. Or was there a war?
Or the
these people just do
overthrow
this?
of the Reese family. Like,
Well, that's kind of secondary. I think I want to know, like,
maybe
Yeah.
it's not.
well, that has to be it. The Reese family was in charge, I think, before the walls, technically, right?
That's what I'm leaning towards
Because they said as soon as the walls went up and everyone came in here, it was
from this king.
from his group.
I'm still just.
And we saw his whole little council. There is a church guy there, so that makes me think the whole church is also on his side.
I just think he corrupted a lot of them, but there's still, like, Pastor Nick and, like, all them.
Yeah, but Pastor Nick still didn't tell them anything.
I know, but I think he knew the truth.
Well, of course he
So I think
did.
there's a small subset of the religion that knows the truth, and then the ones that the king has in his pocket are what they're feeding to the people.
Maybe.
But, like, it is weird because, like, they kill some people and they don't kill others. Like, why wouldn't he kill Reese? Why wouldn't they kill anybody like Pastor Nick, like, prior to everything, like, that knows anything?
Why wouldn't they have killed? They did kill
The
him, didn't
king. Now, but how did he get the knowledge?
they? Who?
Nick.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
why didn't the king kill him earlier before he could gain the knowledge? Or if he knew he had the knowledge, kill him sooner?
That's why I'm telling you. I think the whole churches, all the priests are in on it. I think it has to be a whole thing if they all know it.
Which is why he wasn't talking to Levi and them.
Well, yeah, because that's what he said. Whatever he believes in is sacred. We just don't know.
Right. That's the problem. They've made so many twists and turns in here. You don't know who you could trust to be good or bad or what side
No.
anybody's on. How many sides? There could be like 18 different sides that we don't even know about.
It seems like there's a new one like every other episode.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then
And then
we haven't seen Aaron in like 2 or 3 episodes.
No, other than tied up when Kristen was talking.
Ever since he got kidnapped, he's been gone.
Right. And they got him on the move again. But like, you think it's a coincidence that Kenny's last name is Ackerman, just like Mikasa?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I think it
I don't
has.
think it's gonna be.
No. But I feel like Levi.
What's
you
Levi's
said,
last
you,
name?
Have they said it?
I don't know.
I feel like they have.
Cam Levi, yeah. Whatever.
I don't remember.
But it's definitely not Ackerman, right?
You said Levi acted shocked, like he didn't know the last name.
He didn't know the last name.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, that's his last name," or like he said Kenny Ackerman, and he was like, "I lived with him." Like that's his last name.
That's interesting.
Right. Did he have dark hair or light hair?
It's like dirty blonde, I feel like.
So maybe he's like a brother, like
Or like a brown hair, yeah.
older brother of Mikasa, or nothing, or an uncle or something. Like if he's older.
Because we know that Mikasa is half, I guess you would say, Asian. Remember that when she
Right, because that was when they came
her?
to capture her. Yeah.
Which means the mom was probably because they initially wanted to take her too.
Yeah. She sacrificed it. Like.
But the guy Kenny doesn't look like he is really.
No, so like it might be her. It would be her dad.
Oh, that's true.
So I mean, maybe it's like her uncle.
It could be.
It would explain why he sold.
Wasn't
like, good.
Mikasa right there though, when like right behind them when he said that?
Maybe she doesn't know him.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think they would have like showed her? Been like,
Yeah.
they didn't though.
Mm-mm.
But we just know that obviously we kind of knew it already, but that Kenny's group is like working for
They
the
got
king,
hired by the king, yeah.
more or less.
To do whatever. I don't know, man. The show's really great, but like I really am completely like
There's just so much
confused as to like what could possibly happen. Like 'cause
That's
there
what it
is
is.
so much going on.
I'm not really confused in the normal sense, like where, like I like, well, I don't understand this. Like
You can't logically figure it out yet,
Correct.
and that's what's bugging us.
yes. Well, there's just so much shit it could be that it's like, who knows?
Right. To guess is like silly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's why we get made fun of then for some of the
Guessing
guesses
wrong.
that we make.
Right. Like we're the assholes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.